Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Livian May here with our Week 10 fight for the UBC. I'm going to apologize for two things. One is that, yes, this is going to be another post-com. And the second thing I want to apologize for is if you guys can't hear me too well, I'm sorry. I cannot find my mic / headphones, mainly headphones, so that's why. Now, obviously, we're going to start like we usually start, which is with a team analysis, because if not, then Adam will get pissed at us. So we're playing the Washington Talonflames, I believe is the team name. So right here you got Washington T-Flames. I think this is who it is. 1 second. Yeah, we're playing this team. And I was looking at his team. I actually like his team a lot. Doesn't have too much speed on it, which is nice. But it does have that guard jump, which is kind of fast. But other than that, it doesn't really have much speed. So thought it would be a very interesting fight. And so first we're going to start with our Victini. Just normal choice guard Victini, just because it outspeeds everything except for that guard jump. And if that guard jump comes in and we can't outspeed it, we're kind of screwed. So we ran choice guard so that we could outspeed that. And we ran special with modest nature. Searing shot, glaciate, U-turn, shadow ball. So normal searing shot is nice because it has the same exact burn chance as scald. So I thought that maybe we could get some scald burns if we're choice scarfed into that, which would have been nice. Next, we have Mega Deontay, which is just speed creep to his top speed Pokemon, which is his Garchomp. And yeah, it's just literally like the normal, other than the EVs, it's the normal OU set, just that hits like everything. And he's pretty much here as just like a sweeper towards the end of the game. Next we got Lando, which is here as you guys can see to get up the Stealth Rocks, and also because he's one of our few like strong physical attackers. You'll see later, like the Yancy gets Rock Storm, but like other than that, Celebi, we made Celebi our second one, but we can't only have one Pokemon to counter a Blissey, because if not, it's just going to stall out our whole team. So we got Stealth Rock, Super Power for that Blissey, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Just a set that hits pretty much everything pretty strong, so that's why we're bringing that. Then we got a Milotic, which is a very interesting set. Now, when I was looking at his team, the first thing I noticed is that he has a ton, and I mean a ton of physical attackers. That, like, most of his strong attackers are physical attackers. Like, if it's like a Pokemon like Empoleon, which, yeah, it might have special attack mainly, but, like, in the end, it's not really going to be doing much. Because, like, damage-wise, I just looked in and I was like, okay, you know what? This thing isn't a threat, and since Milotic has such high special defense anyways, it should be good. Only thing that really worried me on his team was Chandelure with Energy Ball, which he would have to be crazy to switch it in on Milotic without knowing my set. And obviously Rotom Heat, which Rotom Heat is really the main thing that I was worried about, because but Milotic does hit both of his Pokemon that can hit it super effectively, especially very hard with Stab, Scald. So yeah. And also, we gave it competitive, just because I figured if he brought something to clear hazards, it would be Defog. So just there as a Defog blocker, I guess, if that makes sense, so that we can get the boost and maybe do some good work with it, because he also hits a lot of stuff with his set, Coil, Recover, Scald, and Ice Beam. So yeah, that's why we're bringing him. And also because I wanted some more, like Diancie obviously can hit, like I have a lot of special attackers, so that Mega Aggron really scared me. Next, we have Umbreon, which is another very weird set, because once again I noticed he has so many physical attackers that are really going to hurt me. And with Umbreon, like, when I looked at his team, that's the wrong team, that was me prepping for my Week 13 fight, I believe, because our Week 11 and Week 12 are forfeit wins, which is kind of nice, but annoying because we're going to be off for 2 weeks, which might put us in a bad place. But we'll get one more week against against the top team now, actually. And that's going to be interesting, and we'll see how we do there. But this is his team. And we're bringing the Umbreon because, once again, he has so many physical attackers. I mean, like, what's going to hit Umbreon on his team? Machamp. That's about it. And if we can get up, like, 2 paybacks, as long as we don't get, like, confusion hacks or something, we're in pretty good shape. I mean, not I mean curses. So our says Wish, Protect, Curse, and Payback to just basically set up and sweep. Because also, the other thing I noticed was that if we can kill the Machamp, which isn't too hard to do, then we're still in very good shape. So yeah, that's why I brought that. And also wishes for wish pass, things like that. The only thing I was worried about was toxic stall. But looking at his team, he has 2 Pokemon that can toxic stall me. That I would run toxic stall on, which are Mew and Blissey. Because everyone's better when you just run it physical. So, and I look at those and I'm just like, you know what? They might be able to run toxic stall on me, but at the same time, they try to get toxic off on me. Those are 2 of his biggest possible walls, and I can just toxic stall them too. So I didn't think it would be too bad if I didn't think I need to worry too much about that toxic stall. Last but not least, we have our Celebi, which is just straight up Swords Dance, Recover, Seed Bomb, Sucker Punch, just to set up offensively and then sweep. Once again, because he had so many physical attackers, I gave him max defense, max HP, and honestly, like with this team, the only thing that really I noticed puts in a lot of work on it is the Chandelure, and that only puts in work if it's scarfed. And if he wants to scarf himself into certain moves, we should be able to play around that, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. So yeah, that's our team, and now I will go get our replay, and there it is, replay. And let's see, normal speed, and we will start doing this replay. So, actually, I'm curious, what's this guy's record? I'm not going to ruin it, guys, because if I ruin it, I'm going to feel pissed at me. Okay, so he's 4-5, so not the best, but also not horrible. He's won a few games. So, let's start this. So, I led off with Lando, which was a huge mistake on my part. He led off with Aggron, and I completely forgot that my only hazard removal is Beyonce. So I led off with this Lando, trying to get up rocks, even though it wasn't supposed to be a first turn rocking Lando. That's what happens when you make teams a while in advance. But whatever, so we use it for what it needs to do, and we get up our rocks. And he goes with Avalanche, which is fine. It's not going to do a lot to us with his minus attack, not stab, 60 base pack speed, and hit him. So that was nice. So he did that, and we went right into Victini, expecting him to go for the Avalanche again. Like at that point I was like, oh wait, maybe he doesn't have rocks, but he still does, which was really annoying, but it was okay, I guess. We just needed to play carefully. And so yeah, we went to Victini, and he switches right into Rotom Heat, and we went for Searing Shot just because why not? It might be able to burn something. The only thing that he gets to really switch in on it is the Rotom, which was a good switch on his part, but in the end it doesn't really matter because Rotom is not really touching a lot of our team. So when he did that, I went into Lando, making a little bit of a predict that he wouldn't go for Overheat. He would go for like Volt Switch or something, and I was predicting that he wouldn't go for Will-O-Wisp either because we had a Victinian. So we went to Lando, and he actually got up a Light Screen, which was, or Reflect, I mean, which was interesting because I've never, like, I don't really see people use Reflect or just screens in general on Rotom that often. And I understand why he did it because like Victini is usually physical. Beyonce can only hit it physically. Lando's obviously going to be physical. And then, like, Celebi is the only thing that's true. Like, Celebi, like, just had a lot of physical attackers that really were hurting him. So, yeah, he went with the Reflect. We just went for the Stone Edge here to 26%, which was okay. And he just knocked out our Lando there, which was a little bit annoying. But at this point, like, okay, well, we need to think of a way around this thing. And I went right into Victini because with his set, I didn't see any way he was really hitting us. We went for the Shadow Ball. He went for the Thunderbolt. Normal play, what I would expect. And here I actually had a little bit of a thought because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for the Shadow Ball because I thought he would switch into the Blissey, but he didn't. So we killed the Rotom. I was like, you know what, if you switch into Blissey, we can switch into something else like Umbreon. So I can just do that. And he went into Garchomp, which I switched out because I was nothing. And because Celebi was max defense, I went right into Celebi. He went for Earthquake, did 17%, which is nothing. And so yeah, we got our Celebi in pretty well. And at that point, I didn't really know, but due to the fact that he actually had 17%, which was actually more than I thought he would do, might just be because I am overjudging Celebi's bulkiness, but I did not expect it to do that much. So there's a chance if he was Choice Banded there, or like Choice Scarfed or something, but maybe it was Choice Scarf, that's why he switched in on Victini, because he knew he would outspeed us. So we went to Sheathic, and I just started firing off Swords Dances, because I knew our set, and I knew if he wanted to go for Toxic, good for him. We're just going to switch out at one point, get the Toxic off, and be in good shape. But he decided to just go start going for Seismic Tosses. which was even better than what I was hoping. So we get up to all of our sword things. We get to max attack, and from here it's pretty much downhill for him. He doesn't really have much to counter this. We have to go recover, get our health back. I'm very proud of myself for the Celebi build. Only thing that annoyed me, which I could have done a little bit better, was actually attack creep, which obviously not something that I would think of, and nobody thinks of this, but I could have even like attack creep so that max attack Celebi one-shot the Blissey, although with what I'm using, like because I got the rocks up, it didn't really matter. So, went for another seismic toss. At this point, I'm just like, damn, he's dead. I just recovered, get some health back, so I was at decent health when he switched something in. And we just went for another seed bomb and got the kill for Celebi. Now, I love Celebi. I honestly didn't realize how good it actually was, because obviously it's so versatile. Only problem is that 4x U-turn weakness. But other than that, it's super versatile and can do a lot. I mean, a lot of people run a bulky Celebi, which is really good. Then if you want, you don't have to run a bulky because it gets sword stance and nasty plots. You can set up and sweep, so it's a really nice Pokemon for me, at least personally. It's one that I like using a lot. I went right into Aggron here, and I went for Sucker Punch, which is my only move to really use in this case because I didn't want to hit him with something that was like not going to do well. And because I was max defense, we ate up that Avalanche. And now I had to play a little bit smart, so I recovered here, because I could not let him get me low enough that I couldn't heal off and like Avalanche doesn't kill, so I need to stay somewhere Avalanche would not kill me. So I just recovered a few times here to basically have as much health left as I could when I killed him. And yeah, so I just went Heavy Slam. Obviously I went for Sucker Punch again. He only had attacking moves, which was nice. If he had like rest, that would have been a problem, but he didn't. And at this point, I recovered, as you guys can see. Went for Heavy Slam again, which actually did a lot of damage, but it doesn't really matter because we still killed him with a Seed Bomb there at 57% actually after the recovery, which was very nice. And he went to Machamp, which you lift, bro. It's pretty good, but we still one-shot that with Seed Bomb because it's not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world. And if you want to throw an Assault Pile, it's kind of bulky, but even then it's not. We went right into the Garchomp, which I played it safe, I think, and recovered here. Yeah, I recovered here to play it safe, see how much the crunch would do. Actually, I didn't expect to use crunch, to be completely honest, but that did nothing. So then I knew right here I could just go for the Seed Bomb, and at that point, like, he was probably Scarf, not Banded, because that should have done more if he was Banded, I think. And last Pokemon comes out, Mew. His name is literally Nasty Plot, and of course it has Nasty Plot, but I was not going to let him get to max special attack, because if he did, then we were in trouble. Even though I would have probably still won, it wouldn't have been as big of a differential. So I just went for the Seed Bomb here, and we got that nice 5-0 win. And like I mentioned before, we win our week 11 and week 12 battles due to forfeits because the two people that were playing both dropped out. So we're going to go into the last game of the season at 8-4 plus 18, which is really nice. I mean, like, if you look at differential-wise, look at Adam's differential, 19. He's won 9 games. When we won 8 games and lost 4, which is more than his 1 loss, we're 1 under his differential. So we have a pretty sick differential. I mean, it makes sense because I think we 6-0'd twice in this league. But yeah, so I was very happy with how we did. And our last game of the season is going to be against, who's it against? It is against the Baltimore Orioles. So there's actually a really good chance that we're going to be fighting for that second/third seed in the playoffs, depending on how the Toronto Lux Rays do. So yeah, we're probably still going to make the playoffs no matter what. Just looking at what our record is going to be. I mean, we're going to be 8-4. Worst thing that we could be is 8-5 with a very good differential. So, like, I think that we're going to be in good shape. And I was very happy with how we did. And we're starting to prep for that last battle because that's going to be a big fight, I'm predicting. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. And peace out, YouTube.